Hi folks, Wendy here again from owner of Cause Success Management, and today I am here to talk to you about unleashing your dreams. How many people in the audience listening right now actually plan to get out of this life, this thing we called life, alive? Anyone? Anyone? Anybody got a secret to eternity? Any vampires out there? Anything like that? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Here's the thing, folks. We are all going to die. Every last one of us. And the big question is, wouldn't it suck to die with all of your dreams and all of your aspirations stuck inside of you, not shared with the world? Oh, to me, that would be the worst. Because I believe that every single one of you have something extremely special to share with the world. I'm not talking about starting your own business unless that's what you want to do. I'm not talking about being some famous author or movie maker or something like that unless that's what you want to do. I'm talking about whatever it is that you wish, dream, desire. The sad thing is that we've been programmed from the day we were born to be safe. So, and if we haven't been trained to be safe, we've been trained to not rock the boat. We start our life out and we learn how to walk and talk and do all those things. We're told to go to school, and then after school, if that includes college, get a job, the highest paying job that you possibly can, get married, have kids, retire, and then die. That's kind of what the American dream is all about. And in the midst of all of that, making sure that you have the best of everything. So, what's wrong with being safe? What's wrong with going to school, getting a job, getting married, having kids, retiring, and dying? Nothing. Absolutely nothing if that is your dream. But sadly, I believe that most people have a specific something that they want to share with the world. At least their family or their community or what have you. And they don't. So there's nothing wrong with safe unless you think that it's wrong. Here's some facts that are really scary. 13% of Americans are on some form of antidepressant. 13%. That's up from 2000 or from 1999. There were only 6.8% of Americans on any form of antidepressant. So are the drug dealers, the pharmaceutical industry, are they that good of salespeople and you're complete sheeple? Or are we getting sadder and less satisfied with the life that we've created here in the good old United States of America? The make more, work more, be bigger, get on reality TV, go completely unconscious. You know, obviously, I believe just that statistic alone shows there's something wrong going on in the United States. And I haven't studied the whole world because I'm really only at this moment concerned with the United States. But I'd probably guess that those statistics are pretty general throughout the world. Here's the other sad statistic. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. That's astronomical to me. With all the knowledge, with all the technology, with all the connections, with everything going on, suicide is the 10th cause of death in the United States. That is just really sad to me. So why is it, why is it that we're so unhappy and that we feel that the only thing to do is to get out or to numb ourselves with antidepressants so that we can function in what this society says is the right way to function? So, in my opinion, safety kills our innate desires. Our ingrained, purpose-driven lives are shoved down, and we're told to be safe, not to rock the boat, and just get by and make a lot of money, maybe even doing what you hate, so you can have all the best things so that everybody can look at you and say, ooh, they must be happy. But that stuff's not making us happy, folks. It's not making us happy at all. So here's the thing is I'm going to discuss a few steps of how to unleash your dreams, some strategies. And that's going to come up in a minute. But the fact of the matter is, none of these strategies, none of these great ideas, nobody's great ideas are going to help you unless you get out of your own way first. Okay? If you're frozen and being held back and not fulfilling the dreams that you have because of fear, lack of self-confidence, the being told your whole life you need to just toe your line and shut up and make a lot of money and look really fancy. So nothing is going to work. No strategy will work if you don't get past that particular situation first. So I've discovered in my own study and my own experience that one of the things that propels people beyond the norm, as they say, is some sort of a life crisis, death, divorce, loss of a job, the threat of losing a job, some other catastrophic situation, major illness. Those things do have a tendency to propel people forward and say, the hell with the rest of the world and what they think I should be doing. I'm going to follow my dream. Another area that has propelled folks forward a lot, and we won't get into all the details, but is near-death experiences. When people understand, hey, there's more to this world than the physical that we see, and they have that experience, that also will propel folks into following their dreams and unleashing their desires into what they want to do. So, but unfortunately, even those crises don't always send you forward. And also, it doesn't always make that difference. And sometimes you need several of them. That's what happened to me. So back in 2001 is when I had my first inkling of a desire, a dream of truly doing what I do now, being a business coach. And basically, I probably should put on my business card a life changer. That's what I really like to do. And maybe I will. Why not, right? So, but what I wanted to share with you is an excerpt from a journal, my journal, back in March 10th of 2001. And this is what I wrote back in 2001. My main question about life is, what is my exact path? I feel as if I'm a messenger, a teacher, a healer, but in what capacity? How will I go about assisting others? It keeps coming to me that I need to coordinate my thoughts and life's lessons into a meaningful pattern. Writing and lecturing is what I am shown. That's what I kept feeling. But that seems so far away. I suppose it is possible I will know when I have enough information to share. I'm getting there with every step I take. Again, March 10th, 2001. Fast forward to 2012, and I finally did it. I pushed forward and I started fulfilling and unleashing my dream of what I wanted to do. But in between 2001 and 2012, I got a divorce. My mother passed away. My daughter passed away. I got remarried. My husband went to war. He came back hurt. And then there was all of that was the economy and all the problems, and there was a threat of losing my job. It's funny, sad, I guess, that the threat of losing my job is what actually propelled me forward. I guess I figured, if I was going to lose my security in my job, if I was getting threatened that I might end up getting laid off, then nothing was secure. So with all of the things that happened in my life, losing my mom and my daughter especially, I realized that life is way too short. If I keep waiting for the right moment to do a thing, and in this case it was starting my business, it was never going to be the right time. So that pushed me off. So my purpose in life is to be a messenger and a teacher, and I do this through lectures, training, and coaching, one-on-one and group coaching, and doing stuff like this. And you know what? It's exactly the way I imagined it over 15 years ago, because I've been now in my business for 5 years. It's been 5 years of bliss, people. It has been the most amazing journey, even with all the financial fears and the doubts of, are people going to accept me for what I have to say? What do I have to share? Why is my message any better than somebody else's? Everybody else is doing it. Why do I need to do it? All those fears and doubts are there, and I work with them on a regular basis, but I don't let them hold me back anymore. Making a video actually was one of my biggest fears, and the more I do it, the better it is. So I want to, before I get into the strategies and whatnot, read you one more little excerpt here. It's a poem by Marianne Williamson. You may have heard of her, and it's called Our Deepest Fear. And this is my life's credo, and this is what I remember every time I start to doubt myself and wonder, what the heck am I doing? And who's going to listen to me? Why should I do what I'm doing? This is what I remember. This is the poem that I read. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond all measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. Again, Marianne Williamson, from the book Return to Love. Being here today, listening to what I have to share with you is no accident. There are no coincidences. You're here to get this message. It's time for you to unleash your dream, to do what you were innately born to do, what you were brought here to this earth to do. Not for everyone else necessarily, but for yourself. It is time. So, with that being said, let me ask you a few questions. Do you have a goal or a dream or a desire that you'd like to manifest? Have you been procrastinating? Do you desire to make more money? How about making more money with less stress? What if you could be a lot less stressed manifesting your goals? Do you want to reach your goals this year or in 2017? Imagine what it would feel like to stop fighting it and to stop being fearful. Stop stressing about every little thing. Stop procrastinating and just to move smoothly towards your goals. I think that would just be amazing. That's why I'm here, to help you with that. So, number one, it's all about you. It's your fears, your happiness, and the mistakes that you make. Your number one obstacle is fear. Shh, I know you're going to tell me 1,000 little excuses as to why you can't do a thing, but it always boils down to fear. I don't believe that there's anything that you can't overcome to be able to accomplish whatever it is that your dream or desire is. Now, I'm sorry, if you've got a physical disability, you're in a wheelchair, you're right. You're not going to become the next great basketball player. Be realistic, but you understand what I'm saying. Fear is holding you back. The other thing that I see happen all the time is everybody saying, I'll be happy when? I'll be happy when I lose weight. I'll be happy when I get the raise. I'll be happy when I get the job. I will be happy when I discover the next new thing or overcome the next problem or do whatever. Okay? So living in the now and being happy and satisfied with what you have now while you're on the journey to accomplish what it is that you're after. That is super important to understand. So I have a whole course on happiness itself, okay? Okay, so the other thing is dream big. So a lot of times what we'll do is we'll believe that our dream is impossible, that there's no way that I'm ever going to be able to reach that fill in the blank. That in my life, it might happen for somebody else, but it's never going to happen for me. So dream big, think big. Don't put any barriers on it when you're dreaming and writing down what your desires and your goals are. Just write it out. You know, I don't care what it is. Write it down. Dream it big. Once you get scared, go bigger. You know, really put out those desires and dreams. Write it out. Be very goal-oriented in that arena. So, but these are some things that I want you to keep in mind. So, dreaming big is number 2. So, here are some goal mistakes that folks make when creating those dreams or setting those goals. If you already are in business or are working in a business, you're just going to look at the last 2 or 3 years and set your goals based on what you did in the past instead of what you're going to do in the future. Yes, realistically, you have to look at that a little bit, but don't base all of your goal setting on the 3 years past, okay? Don't listen to the economy or the trends. I helped some of my real estate clients 10 times their income during an economy that didn't allow for that type of a growth. So don't let trends and the industry tell you what you can and cannot do. Oh, another thing is if you have financial goals, just take last year's sales and add 10%. That's lazy and chicken shit, to be honest with you. Don't only set financial goals. You need to know what your goals are, live it, breathe it, see it, feel it, imagine every detail about it, in your mind's eye, all of the details. You can't say next year I'm going to make $1 million. You've got to go through and figure out why you want to make $1 million. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to spend it? So think about the project. Think about what you're going to do with it. It isn't just the money, it's what the money means. Does that make sense? I sure hope so. And the other big mistake that folks make is they don't write down their goals. If you don't write them down, they have a tendency not to manifest at all because it's easy to kind of get lost in the day-to-day activities. Okay, so I just kind of mentioned about goal setting and dream building, right? So here's the thing is be extremely specific. Procrastination happens when you're not sure what it is that you're trying to do. So here are some questions that you can ask yourself when you're trying to get really specific. How important is the goal or the dream? Is it compatible with your current lifestyle or the lifestyle, that you dream to have? Will you be able to accept the changes in your life? A lot of times the goals that you have are going to make your life look a lot different than it does today. So are you willing to accept those changes? What are you willing to contribute to that success? So you may have to go learn something. You may have to go take some classes. You may have to invest some time or money in order to accomplish whatever goal it is that you're after. So what are you willing to contribute to the goal? You can't just say, oh, yes, it's going to come and it happens. I submit to you, though, that if you do it that way, that if you do write down all of your goals and you get real clear on what you're doing, it'll become easier. It won't seem like such a huge effort. And how will you know when that thing, that dream has actually arrived? What will it look like, feel like, taste like? Remember, really get detailed. So in that, number 4 is measurement. So as you're going through your process, you want to make sure that you measure where you started and measured where you end. Because sometimes you may not even recognize or realize how wonderful the things are that you've just accomplished. So make sure that you measure as you go through the process. Very, very important is accountability. Creating an environment that encourages you to keep going even when you hit some deadline or hit some roadblocks or have some trouble getting the job done or hitting doubt or what have you. Now, when I talk about accountability, I don't mean a boss that's going to tell you, you need to get it done, or somebody who's going to nag you to death to get it done, although that's not such a bad thing. I'm talking about a mentor, a coach, a wise elder, a millennial, somebody younger than you that can propel you forward. I'm talking 10, 15 years younger than you, 10, 15, 20 years older than you. Somebody that is outside of your normal scope, that has a different perspective than you do. And that group or that individual needs to encourage openness and confidentiality and a real positive intention. This group or this idea needs to be put together with an agenda and very strong and very purposeful. Not just when you get around to seeing each other, but set a weekly or a monthly time aside to visit with that person to go over all the things that you said you were going to do and your accountability and to dream big. So the other thing is deadlines. So here's an example. I'm going to write a book. I got to be honest with you. I've been going to write a book since I was 20 years old, and I'm 48 years old. Still haven't written that book, but I can tell you I'm in the process now. I'm actually, you can see some of these notes on my wall. I'm actually doing it. Yay! But put a deadline together. So I personally have indicated that I'm going to have the outline of my book done by the end of the year, that I'm going to be writing my book in the first quarter and be finished by the end of first quarter. So you have to have a deadline to whatever it is that you're setting, or it could be some arbitrary whenever. Does that make sense? Okay. So that is the accountability is number 5, and in that number 5 is setting those deadlines in your accountability. So just wanting to make sure that those are the 5 specific things that you need to do to even just start moving forward to unleash your dreams. And I could probably talk for the next, I don't know, 5 or 6 days about each and every one of those items and get into so much detail. So those are the 5 things to do to propel yourself forward to unleash your dreams. But there's one little bonus item that I want to share with you. Learn something new every day. A book, a YouTube, an audiobook, learning from a mentor, from anywhere, anyhow. Really put a daily time aside every single day to learn something new, to open your mind to new ideas. Okay? So I hope you did learn something today. I really hope this helps you get to the next level so that you can start unleashing your dreams and reach the goals and feel the success that it is that you're looking for. So one of the things I want to do too is to share with you that I could be one of your mentors or your coaches that can help you get through and teach you and keep you going forward. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about some of the options that I have. And if you're interested, I want you to just go ahead and contact me. I am me. Put a message here, do something. My email address is wcause@hotmail.com, WKAUSE@hotmail.com. You can find me on Facebook at Cause Success Management, and you can IN me and connect with me there. But most importantly is just to find somebody that can help you to coach. But I do coaching. I do group coaching and training. I have a program starting in January that is a group training program called Divine Business Course. This will be a 6-month course. You want more information on that, we're going to go into a lot of detail over what I just shared with you today and a lot of actionable and strategic items to get you through each one. I do VIP coaching. That's like I spend a day with you in your business or with you to talk to dream up your business, to help put it together. I do executive coaching, which is coming into your business and helping your team with sales, customer service, leadership, team building. I do that in any combination of coaching and training, motivational speaking, keynote speaking at retreats and whatnot. On Wednesdays, starting next week, I'm going to do 5 free meditation classes. Got to kind of clear your mind in order to move forward. And I also have a standalone monthly workshop that I do, and I post them as an event on my business Cause Success Management page on Facebook, and I send out invites to my mailing list for those monthly workshops. So it would be so much my honor to be able to assist you further than just this awesome video. But if it's not me, find someone. Learn something new every day. Unleash your dreams. The world needs you right now. Whatever it is, your magic that you're holding inside of you that's holding you back because of fear or not sure what to do next or what have you, please, the world needs you. For the last 5 years, I've been serving my community and loving every moment of it, changing lives one at a time or one group at a time. And all I can see is the ripples going out and changing the world eventually. And you too, with whatever message that you have, whatever joy that you have, whatever creative energy that you have, the world deserves you. And you deserve to be able to feel the success and follow your dream and do exactly what it is that you know you were put on this planet to do. So with that, blessings and gratitude to each and every one of you that watch this. And I thank you very much. Namaste, and have a great day.